Welcome everybody to the Link to the Past Randomizer Spoiler Log Tournament. I am Sinak, and I am joined by Tracy M. How are you doing, Tracy?
I'm doing great. We've got a bunch of 2-0 matchups today and tomorrow. This is another one, Qirn versus Pikapals. I'm really excited about this one.
Oh yes, Qirn being one of my co-admins on this tournament, and Pikapals just being an awesome player. This is gonna be quite the race, I think, to see here.
And there they go. And we've decided, we've discussed this ahead of time, we're gonna go, at least for now, we're gonna go blind on this. We're not looking at the spoiler log. We have it available. There will come a time when everybody's gonna want to know where's that last sword or whatever, then we'll look at it then. But right now, we're gonna do it as blind as the viewers.
I mean, Qirn is just making a beeline straight to Floodgate.
Looks like Pikapals heading towards, no doubt. That's important.
Yeah,
we want that hook shot. Oh, but he's not done yet. Oh my god, there's two things here. That never happens. Meanwhile, Pikapals is going into blindside. Yeah, but wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. The Billy Mays Floodgate.
and a Moon Pearl and flippers over on Pikapals' side. And he picks up some bombs, so he doesn't have to worry about those for a while. Oh, Qirn just wants the bombs, which is, at this point, those are those things that early on in normal race, you're looking for those bombs to be able to check all the items. Really smart to route those in a spoiler log tournament, because you're not going to pick up the extra bombs later on that you normally would, because you're not going to check those chests.
Tracy, what is... Oh, there's our hammer.
Nice.
What's an ice rod cave?
Something good.
Alright, you're seeing it here. The 2-minute ice rod check. Ice rod cave check.
I'm also going to point out Pikapals opening up a lot of chests with money, so there's some money that's going to be spent here. And pod being appended, it may not have anything to do with getting into pod. Okay, Pikapals is going to do his damn stuff. Okay. Fire rod.
And Qirn is continuing.
He can't pay for Zora. He doesn't have the flippers yet to do, or the Moon Pearl to do the waterfall fairy. I wonder what this is going to be. Oh, hobo maybe? Yeah, it could be the hobo.
Probably.
I think that's the only thing left.
Whereas Pikapals is going to be able to check waterfall cave. Something.
Container and a piece of heart, so a little extra safety there. Let's see if there's anything else in the Zora area. Can't afford Zora himself. Okay, no, he's just gonna swim back. And the hobo has... Okay, gloves. Yep.
Pretty important.
Another pretty important thing. And Qirn still gonna fake flipper, so he's gonna get some more stuff. But he can't do the pyramid, the waterfall fairy, without a Moon Pearl in the fake flipper state. Oh, okay, I see. He's just gonna go head over to Eastern. He will no doubt pick up his flippers and his Moon Pearl later, perhaps. Yeah, I mean, because he's gonna already have the gloves when he goes over there, so he might just go straight into Dark World once he goes over there. That's probably the plan.
I'm interested to see if this is actually... I wonder if... With the save and quit delay, this might have actually been faster to go this way.
Yeah,
because otherwise you had to save and quit. That would have been 3 seconds. And...
Yeah, we didn't need the actual stuff that you need the flippers and the Moon Pearl for. So this makes a lot of sense. Oh, just wants the cape. Oh boy. So, something on Bumper Ledge? Something on Spike Cave? It's really Spike Cave's got to be a really nasty spot in a spoiler tournament. You got to make sure you have enough magic and enough health to be able to get all the way through it. Pikapals, meanwhile, already in the Dark World, going to go to Hype Cave.
Qirn's gonna give us a look at the sewers.
Rupees. 2 heart containers. Okay, not super Hype Cave, but you know, 2 heart containers in a spoiler race. You know, that makes sense. It's not a hard check to get to.
Yeah, that's a... And Qirn just picked up blue mail as well.
Yep, another one of those safeties. Again, not too far out of the way. Okay, Qirn starting out in Sanctuary, probably gonna get those flippers in the Moon Pearl over at Kakariko, and may head straight to the Dark World from there. Pikapal's gonna buy some bombs. He'll need those for to get that. Assuming that cape is required, he'll need to use those to get that cape. Interesting that Pikapals has not picked up that fire rod yet.
So, are we gonna see like a... I suspect we're gonna probably see some Village of Outcasts play.
Yeah, I think Qirn is gonna go straight there. He might just do Thieves Town right now if he's gonna get the hammer. The hammer blind on low hearts. Oof. Maybe there's a sword there. I'm looking at the crystal and pendant dungeon layout. The worst dark rooms, the pod dark rooms and the Turtle Rock. Sorry, not Turtle Rock. The Misery Mire dark rooms. Good chance those won't be needed. So I suspect we're not going to see a lamp, unless it's super on path.
Qirn not doing what I expected him to do.
No, I thought he was. Yeah, I thought he was going to go straight into Dark World. Not going to do that. Pikapals looks like he's going to head over to Death Mountain. I'll have to navigate these things with the hookshot. The hookshot's not that bad to use to get through this. Not as good as a sword, but it works. Looks like Qirn's going to do the same thing. Also going to point out, with Misery Mire being a pendant, we may never see a flute, so you definitely want to get this save quit spot as soon as you can.
That's Ether Medallion. That's what we need for Turtle Rock.
Yep. So we would need to do this. We would need to do this anyway, flute or no flute. So let's see if they make the Hera play. You'll see a lot of times in spoiler log, we've seen a lot of players when they do Hera, they want to try and do it absolutely last and go straight into GT from there. If there's nothing in Hera, that works really well. Maybe there might just be something there. Qirn looks like he's going to head up towards Spectacle Rock, though.
Yeah, that looks like what Pikapals is going to be doing.
So there's got to be something here, because of course you can't get to Hera from the mirror, or without the mirror. Pikapal's going to go into Hera first. Magic, okay. Not a need, but a very nice luxury, not too far out of the way. It looks like Qirn's going to go for the bomb jump. Although, since he can't continue up Spectacle Route without the mirror, I don't know if that was really worth it. But he does it with no trouble, so if you do it that easily, yeah, just do it.
Alright.
Oh, we're getting a Spike Cave play.
That's why he went for the half magic.
Yeah, I don't think this works without half magic and with the cape.
Actually, that's what the logic expects.
Yeah. Yeah, my understanding is it would work without half magic with the blue cane, but not with the cape, because it uses up your magic a little bit faster. And mitts.
Yikes.
Okay. So he'll
That
save and
says-
quit. Yeah, he might now go back to Hera. Pikapals, I assume, will make this same play after he's done with Hera.
That's quite the mitts placement.
Yeah.
All right, Pikapals is gonna.
Oh, just barely missed getting thrown down the 2-story hole.
Gonna go hammer it out with Moldorm here.
Very nice fight. And a bow. Okay.
Not bad.
A little surprised Qirn didn't decide to do that as well. He could do this later, though. I mean, maybe there may be another bow location that he wants to do, just specifically so he can do Hera last. It's like Pikapal's gonna go get his mitts as well.
I really do enjoy Qirn's daredevil strategy here of only going with 3 hearts.
Oh, there's our ice rod. I also really like that we're seeing quite a bit of divergence. So a lot of these Sporal Log races, you don't get a whole lot of divergence. We're seeing a lot here.
I mean, based on what I've seen so far, like these feel like they're 2 viable routes. This is a fairly,
absolutely.
Yeah, this is a fairly open seed. A lot of different options, even if you're playing this blind.
Yep. Also, note that Pikapals did not pick up that half magic, and used all of his magic on that cape. He had enough hearts that he's able to get through it. Ooh, nice on-path powder. I don't know if that's going to be needed. The magic back may or may not have anything, but when it's that on path, you definitely pick that up. It's a very nice safety to have.
Yeah, it's worth.
And Pikapal is going to continue over to Dark Death Mountain.
Hey, we have hearts for a stun prize too.
Nice. Actually, that's really good.
So yeah, especially when Qirn is in like daredevil mode right now.
We've had at least, let's see, who was it? Walter, I think, that went 3 hearts his entire race the other day. We've had a few people to do it. Hey, look, a sword. Super Bunny having a sword for Pikapals.
So keep in mind, the stun prize is something that's noted on the spoiler log. So Qirn would have had knowledge of the stun prize.
Yep.
So that might be why he's going for this, because he knows he can kind of get health kind of easily.
Yeah, between that stun prize and the powder, Pikapal's picking up a second sword in Hookshot Cave and gets the lamp. That's pretty on path compared to what we're doing. When I said earlier that I didn't expect to see the lamp unless it was on path, that's pretty on path. A little surprised Qirn didn't pick those up, in particular the swords, because this blind fight, unless there's a sword in Thievestown, and maybe there is definitely going to be a harder fight with just the hammer than it would have been otherwise.
That was a pretty clutch powdering there.
Yeah.
Qirn, man, you're playing with my heart. I think we're going to be seeing a 3 heart blind, I think, in one way or another.
Oh, we're definitely seeing 3 hearts. Just the question of whether he's going to get a sword before he gets to do it. Expertly dodging that fireball.
Uh-oh. Qirn!
Oh, and even got the double heart heal on the hook shot of that heart. For those of you who maybe don't know, there's some percentage of the time that if you pick up a heart with your hookshot, it'll actually heal you 2 hearts. And he's gonna go in 3 heart hammer blind. Blue mail and cape to help. Oh, that cape doesn't really help much. I guess in between rounds you could use it. So far, so good.
Oh, baby.
Oh, and he does it! Doesn't take any damage!
What
Nicely done!
What a textbook kill! Oh my goodness.
Maybe he just wants to show off. It was really impressive. If you can do it, then yeah, show off all you want.
I think he was winning the affection of the crowd there.
Oh, for sure. And let's see, are we gonna get some hammer pegs going here? Yeah. Doing it the slow way.
I mean, there are slower ways to do this, but yeah. Without boots, this feels bad to me.
But do need that cane of Samaria. We're getting close to that proverbial no mode. This being a Sporolog, there really isn't such thing as a go mode because like they know where everything is right away. But for the viewers, there's definitely a no mode, and we were looking for them to pick up a mirror and
Blacksmith.
Let's see, yeah, looking for maybe the blacksmith is making a mirror. Looking for a mirror. We don't necessarily need a flute. We might not need boots. Pikapals headed for the blind fight. This is normally where I'd say Pikapals will have an easier fight, but Qirn made that hammer blind look easy.
Yeah, whatever's at blacksmith, it must be important enough to do it without mirror.
Yeah. You're that or the purple chest if that's what we're actually after.
Yeah.
Nope, looks like we're going after the actual smith item, which is a book. Okay, so... Yeah, that tells me I don't think we're going to get... We're either... No, we have to get a mirror somewhere because Swamp Palace, but I think we may not be getting a flute today. It might be out of the way, too far out of the way for the runners to want to go for, or just might be in like Ganon's tower or something, and just won't have access to the Misery Mire anyway. And Pikapals does finish up his blind fight.
I think, yeah, it looks like Qirn might be going to increase his heart capacity.
Yeah, if I remember, there were 2 container hearts over here at Hype Cave. And between the pieces of heart that Qirn already's gotten, he's able to get actually 3 hearts out of that.
Going to Hype Cave, you need double your heart capacity. That's awesome.
That's pretty amazing.
At least he's no longer on 3 heart mode.
Okay, Pikapal's picking up the smith. Looks like Qirn maybe headed over to the pyramid ledge, and then probably a could be a pod play. It is a pendant pod. We may not actually need it. He has exactly 110 rupees though, so
Calculated.
exactly. Ah, that's going to be his bow. So that'll probably be silvers for Pikapals if Pikapals chooses to pick that up. Qirn will get silvers because that will be the Moldarm prize. And I'm guessing he's just going to do that last.
Or next.
No, I think this is the play to get the swords.
Probably.
Okay, Pikapal's getting his book. We'll save and quit.
Qirn is gonna work his way through here. There are some goodies up here, so
Yep. Probably going to go ahead and open up the Turtle Rock portal, and then go ahead and get those swords. Nice dead rock.
Couldn't Qirn do Turtle Rock?
He could. Maybe he will. Well, he needs to get the swords first, though.
Yeah, Qirn saying in the chat, oops, probably about that dead rock.
Yeah, well, there's that, but I wonder if he thought about the fact that he can't actually. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He can't. It goes. I love it. Goes out of the way to go through the portal above Turtle Rock, but can't quite activate the ether without a sword.
Qirn, next season we'll do swordless. Then you'll be good.
And without a mirror, he's going to have to save and quit and walk all the way back up. So if there's something in Turtle Rock, he may still do that now, but if there's nothing there, he might put it off.
Hey. Oh, alright, first this.
Meanwhile, Pikapal is going to go do desert. I gotta say, this is probably the most diversions I've seen in any of these races.
Oh, no, like, nobody's done the stuff that other players done. Well, except these town. Like, they're finally walking over each other's places, and even then,
Yep.
Pikapals is going to the desert.
Oh, hey, there's a mirror.
Oh, my goodness.
So, if Qirn had done desert first, then he could have done the Turtle Rock play after he picked up those swords. And now he's gonna have to... I'm guessing he'll just do the Turtle Rock play later.
Yeah, that mirror placement made the book hard required.
Yep. Sure did. Guy's not gonna be able to mirror there without it. And Pikapal's still without a fire rod. We'll have to use the lamp to light the torches here. Also without silver, so and only a master sword, so we'll be interested to see what strats he chooses to use. He might just use the ice rod for land molas, which is not the same as using the fire rod, because the timing of those shots is just a little bit different.
Pikapals is fighting land molas. Ice rod strat, yes.
I think that's his best weapon on this one. Qirn will have a choice. Oh, no, he doesn't have his silvers yet either, so he'll probably use fire rod.
And he has half magic, so just machine gun mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Pikapals finishing off land molas. Just a compass, but that's crystal number 3 of this race.
Okay, let's see. Okay, save and quit, and where are we going next? Looks like we're gonna head back to the Dark World. Maybe he'll pick up those silvers on the Pyramid Ledge. It's actually a really interesting spot for them. And you could literally just wait until the Ganon fight and just pick them up then. But they have their uses in other places, like the mimics in GT. Probably not going to fight Viddy, so not going to be using him there. It does make the Armos Knights a little faster, though, too.
Alright, so Qirn is going to be fighting Lanmo. It has like 3/4 of a half magic bar.
Yeah. This should not be difficult. Okay, Pikapals is going to go ahead and pick up those silver arrows. Blink and you miss it.
Rip Lanmo.
Okay, looks like Qirn's going to go ahead and pick up the mirror now. It's probably a little bit slower to do it now than coming out the other exit, but not significantly. It's not going to make a huge difference, I don't think. And Pikapals headed towards Pod, so I assume there's something here. A little sad, though, if Qirn goes to Pod next. He's now got 140 rupees. I really like that 110.
Just enough. Does have the equipment. This also could just be a swamp play.
You could do that now.
Yeah. And like if swamp's empty, that's just you have to get it done anyway.
Yep.
And has enough equipment to do it fairly safely at this point.
Yeah, the only argument I would have is you can get to it at any time you want, and if you had a tempered sword, it just does make the Argus fight a little bit faster. We don't know where that tempered sword is, so it may be that it just isn't convenient to wait for it, in which case doing it now is just not going to make a difference. Meanwhile, Pikapal is in Pendant Pod. Be interesting to see what's here.
I mean, there's always something in Pod, right? So.
Well, if it's a pendant, yeah.
Yeah. Especially. So we're going in the back half.
It's usually where the stuff is, since the front half of Pod is guaranteed to have 4 small keys out of 6 chests. Oh, there we go. Pikapal is deciding to pick up those boots. So that's going to make him a little bit faster. We'll see if Qirn at any point decides to pick those up. Could also mean that the big key is on the torch in GT. Although I don't think I feel like that's not far enough. It's close enough to on path that it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
See if Qirn decides to pick him up when he gets over here. I mean, when Pikapals gets to Swamp Palace, it's going to be a lot faster for him to run through that.
There's like merits. Alright, so there is merits to like both ideas, right? There's like some that will say that boots doesn't save nearly as much time as you think it actually does.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you feel like you're saving time.
Yep.
So, like, don't get me wrong, they are objectively faster, but it's just a matter of like how fast over the course of an hour race are you gonna save? versus the time investment of getting them.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
'Cause, like,
absolutely.
Because Pikapals burned at least probably a minute going for those boots, if not more.
Yeah, it was definitely an investment to get them. I think so far the only thing Qirn's picked up over in Swamp Palace is a heart container. And Qirn gonna head into the Argus fight. Pikapal's gonna head into the Armos fight. Qirn doing a nice job so far of grabbing 2 puffs and spinning them both at the same time.
Probably the most efficient way of taking care of these puffs with just Master Sword.
Absolutely. Qirn gonna finish him off with the Ice Rod. Very nice.
Beautiful.
Nice single rupee for his trouble.
Qirn picking up his 3rd crystal. Pikapals is on 4 crystals right now. So there's something in Bonk Rocks.
Oh. Oh, a tempered sword. Okay.
Alright.
That's a
so
pretty easy. It's a pretty easy tempered sword to pick up. That actually, I think that makes it. It changes the calculation a little bit, as far as whether that's gonna save him time in the long run having that tempered sword. Of course, we don't know where the 4th sword is. It might be like in Ganon's tower. And Qirn gonna go head to Ice Palace now. I don't think he's gonna go get those boots. I'm guessing he's gonna do Ice Palace, do Eastern, and then head up to do Turtle Rock and Hera.
Hera. Yep.
Meanwhile, it looks like Pikapal's heading over towards Swamp. He'll be able to save a little bit of time here because one, he'll have the boots. There's some nice long places you can run at. He'll also be able to save a little bit of time on the Argus fight, having that tempered sword instead of the Master Sword. Pikapal's also running this on 1 heart right now. And he didn't pick up any mail upgrades, so he's got to be a little bit careful here. Also did not pick up the powder that Qirn picked up. A lot of things that'll do 1 heart of damage in Swamp Palace. It's easy to not notice that because normally you have so many hearts by the time you're here that those little nicks just don't really hurt you very much, but okay, Qirn had a little bit of trouble with the icebreaker, but does get it in the end.
I think you can miss it once. So if you have a go mode ice, I think you can miss it once and it'll be time neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Like it still saves a little bit of time, but after that, then it's better to Ice Palace bomb jump. But if you have to do checks like this, yeah, if you're grabbing this stuff,
Yeah, absolutely.
then yeah, Icebreaker is very much faster.
Yeah, the icebreaker really changes it for more for the non-go mode situation.
Yep. Still, extra heart container. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, when it's that on path, it's really nice to pick that up. You're not like if without icebreaker, you're not going out of your way to pick that up for sure. Pikapal's doing his diver down. I think there was a heart here. Nope, maybe not. Does pick up the pot hearts, though. That'll help him out a little bit. Qirn gonna use as much of that fire rod as he can. Fire rod really good for cold stare.
Power half magic.
Yeah. Oh, gets a Bombos. Wish could have saved him some magic if he could have used that at the start of the fight, but if Cold Stare has Bombos, that's not happening. You know, with Pikapals being able to just slash those puffs with one swing. Doesn't quite get the zero cycle, or sorry, the zero cycle, but does do a very nice job there of finishing off the first part of Argus. And finishes off with a silver arrow.
Qirn's on 4 crystals. Pikapals is now on 5.
Yep. Pikapals needs to go get that fire rod at the ice rod cave and then do ice palace. I suspect that's going to be done right now. With those boots, it'll be a lot faster. Qirn heading to Eastern.
Yeah, and the way Qirn's making his way to Eastern, yeah, we're not seeing boots.
Nope, Qirn's not getting boots. It will be an interesting contrast to see the end. To see where they line up when they get over towards... really, they're not going to sync up until GT, because Qirn still has to do Tower of Hera. And that fire rod hard required for Ice Palace today, since the Bombos is on Cold Stare. Oh, and nice. You know what? This is really cool routing from Pikapals. He set up got the fire rod in Ice Rod Cave, and then used Ice Rod Cave to set up that water walk. We'll get him over here to Ice Palace that much quicker. So Pikapals making as much use of those non-required boots as he possibly can. I really like the way he's done that.
Yeah, I think Pikapals is getting a return on his investment.
Yep. And we're gonna see some more contrast. So Qirn's gonna have a slower Armos fight with the with just regular arrows. Although if you can do the quick kill, it's still pretty darn fast. Pikapals we're gonna see a much potentially faster Cold Stare fight. Although he doesn't have that half magic, so he won't be able to use the fire rod. He's gonna have to use the tempered sword.
Qirn is going to be fighting Armos. Pikapals is setting up
his icebreaker.
2. Not quite.
Okay, and Qirn does get the very nice quick kill on the Armos Knights. Pikapals having trouble with the icebreaker.
Trying to do this bufferless.
Looks like he's trying to use sword buffers, which is a valid way of doing it.
There we go.
So Qirn will be the first into Turtle Rock, unless he decides to do Hera first. I'm not sure which is faster. But he's going to head back to the mountain first. And honestly, we're not going to be able to tell a lead here, pretty much at all. Like even in the Ganon fight, unless that fourth sword shows up and Qirn gets it. Because his Ganon fight on Master Sword is going to be a lot slower.
You will have silvers though.
He will have silvers, absolutely. Yeah, you can't avoid those silvers because they're sitting there on Moldorm, and we have to kill Moldorm. Pikapal's gonna use one of those extra keys to grab some extra magic here on the side.
Knows that, yeah, since with the amount of magic Pikapals had, he would not have had enough to kill Gold Stare. So
Yeah,
he had to do that.
He could have. There is a trick. He does have full health, so you can use sword beams in combination with the fire rod in order to save a little bit of magic. But honestly, even if he's gonna do that strat, I would still pick up the extra magic. And he's just gonna straight up kill Cold Stare with the fire rod, or kill the ice shield, whatever you call it. Doesn't quite keep all of them into that corner, but only allows one to get loose and makes quick work of it. Very nice Cold Stare fight.
That's kind of the difference with Tempered, right?
Oh yeah, you're not keeping him in the corner long enough to finish him off. At least I've never seen it done with Master Sword.
Right now, it feels like if Qirn was able to Hera pot and Tower Hera like quickly, first attempt, I'd say Qirn has a lead right now. With a.
It's so hard to say with the sword difference.
I know, but
again, there might be another sword on path that he picks up, in which case that mitigates it. The difference in Gold and Tempered is just not significant enough.
Maybe I'm just trying to root for my boy Qirn here.
We're supposed to be neutral. Nah, he's both good guys. Either one of them's going to be a worthy winner, and unfortunately, one of them's going to have to lose. Okay, Pikapal's heading towards Turtle Rock. Okay, let's see if there's anything. And Qirn also is going to have, it's interesting the difference in the safeties here, or difference in some of the things they picked up. So Qirn, having picked up the powder, is going to have a little bit easier time in the Poke Room here. Also has that half magic. Pikapals didn't pick up either of those, but he does have the Tempered Sword and the boots.
Yeah, we'll just have to see which helps out the most.
Okay. That is hilarious. That bunny beam is great. Bunny sprite for the old man. The best part about the alternate sprites is not the alternate sprites themselves. It's things like that. It's things like what's their bunny? What's their, what do they look like when they die? Hopefully we don't get to see that.
I still say the cursor sprite, I think, has the best death animation. Pikapals on one heart container needs to exhibit a little bit of care.
Yeah. This is where that powder would have come in handy. I'm a little surprised he didn't pick up that powder. That really wasn't out of the way. Would have cost only a few seconds for that extra bit of safety. Then again, he should know that the stun prize is also a heart, although there's not a whole lot of enemies you can stun in Turtle Rock. Oh my god. That chain chomp got awfully close there.
Chain chomps, please. So Qirn's in a pretty good position health-wise. Still only on Master Sword, though.
Yeah. Yeah, the contrast with Pikapals being on Tempered Sword, but health, not so great. He can't powder these anti-fairies. He's just gonna have to avoid them.
Alright, so a heart container. There's our sword. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Okay, so that must be why Qirn wanted to come here earlier. Remember, he wanted to come to Turtle Rock. He was gonna open it and then, you know, he would have had the Tempered Sword from that. And actually, that would have been a nice bit of routing if he'd come up here with the mirror.
So, yeah, Qirn finding that sword kind of nullifies Pikapal's sword advantage.
Yep. Oh, it completely nullifies the sword advantage. In fact, Pikapals might not even choose to pick it up. So it's going to be essentially the boots. You know, how much of a difference are those boots going to make? Now, keep in mind, Qirn still has to do Hera. So we will get a pretty good idea of where these guys are once we get to...
The firehead got loose there.
Ugh.
Alright. We have a little bit of ice to contend with. That's not too bad, though.
Yeah, very nice. Gets a double spin off of the explosion and finishes up Trinex very quickly. And gets a shield.
Whoa, like, wait, shields are in this game?
Yep.
Their thing?
Yep. And sometimes they're forced upon you. So Pikapals, yeah, Pikapals is just gonna skip Laser Bridge altogether. Already has that Tempered Sword. Pikapals also conserving magic a little bit, laying down the Samaria block and then picking up the magic refill. Qirn gonna go ahead and we'll see how quickly he can do this Tower of Hera. Almost certainly gonna do the Hera pot. It's a little bit different to do it without the boots, but definitely still doable.
There's a fairly consistent setup you can do with it. It's harder to execute. But knowing Qirn, he's probably practiced this a lot because that's what he likes.
Oh, for sure. Well, he's the one that came up with what we call the Qirn jump to get over to the east part of the Dark World if you don't have a hammer or flippers. So. Okay, Pikapals meanwhile gets that last crystal. He's already done Hera.
Pause that.
Okay, there we go. Qirn going into the pot. Like Pikapals is going to be the first one to enter GT. Not by much though.
All right, chat. Where's the big key at? Any ideas?
In the basement.
Basement?
Okay, we got some guesses coming in.
Well,
Pikapals going, yeah. Pikapals going to the left, not going to the right. So not gonna be hope room, not gonna be compass room, Sorry, chat. No tile room today.
No torch. We knew that wasn't torch because Qirn wouldn't have left the boots behind.
One hopes not.
Yeah, I know. Like, I could see myself doing that, though. Just not looking at GT until much later and then figuring out, oh, I needed boots. That's an easy mistake to make in a spoiler race.
Okay, there it is in the Stalfos room, picking up both a key and a big key. Yeah, so Pikapal's going up with his big key and two smalls. Is a little bit ahead here.
All right. 49-15. up the stairs.
Qirn picking up his big key. About 40 seconds apart, I'd say.
40 seconds.
Give or
And
take.
Pikapals, yeah, with the boots advantage to Pikapals.
Yep.
Not, I wouldn't call it insurmountable.
Yeah, and Qirn's going to be able to take it. Yeah, Pikapals is going to have to be a little bit safer here. He's not going to get the free refills from the powder that Qirn's going to be able to get if he wants them. Now, what Pikapals can do is if he wants to stun some of these enemies, he could get some hearts that way. Oh, that's really hard to do in the gauntlet.
It's Isaac's. That room went pretty well, though.
Pikapals is getting a very nice Silver's Landmo kill. Landmo 2 kill. Does grab the heart there. Qirn missing that first silver. Oh, missing 2 shots on the Landmo. So he's gonna lose a little bit of time here.
Nope. There we go. It's like Landmo can really be like the fan tune of Link to the Past sometimes.
I don't know. I've never killed Fantoon as quickly as some of you people can kill Landmo.
It's true.
Qirn showing where the boots, where you really miss the boots in some of these long rooms you normally just run through. And Pikapals picking up one last heart container after the Moldorm 2 fight. Gonna go into Aga 2 with just 5 hearts. And green mail. Qirn gonna have blue mail and might have certainly is gonna have more hearts. Assuming he takes the free refill from the anti-fairies and the bunny beam. Oh, I don't know if that was a triple or not there, but it's certainly at least a double, so a very nice start on Aga 2 there for Pikapals.
Looks like a triple.
It's really hard to tell when you can't quite hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't get any out of that one. That was a tough pattern there. Oh, I think that last ball just got there a little bit too late.
We'll know here in a second if it's...
There we go.
So, we'll get a time at the Ganon drop here.
Like 5402.
Yep.
Pikapals does have to do this, green mail, 3.5 hearts, can't take a hit. At least not from Ganon. A lot of things that'll one-shot him here.
Three.
Oh, and there it is. Yep. And he's gonna go right back in. It's still in the lead. Actually has more health now than he did going in. So, so at least with that early death, he still got a real good shot at this.
Yeah, and the Ganon RNG is going to be different now.
Yep. But does get to the third round here. And has gotten past the most dangerous parts.
Qirn is about 30 seconds behind.
Pikapals with 2 shots in. Just needs 2 more.
One more shot.
There it is.
And down goes Ganon.
Oh, nice triple there on Qirn's side.
And Pikapals is finished in racetime.gg with a time of 1:11:25 minus 15 minutes. That makes for 56:25. And Qirn is also finished with a time of 1:11:45.
Oh my God, 20
making
seconds.
that 20 seconds difference. Well, that just happened. Yep, it did.
GG's to both our runners. That was quite the race. So while we wait for them to come in for an interview, a couple of curiosities from our restreamer. Shout outs to Vince Easter for setting this up. Also, shout outs to our tracker, Sammy Moss, who are clicking the buttons behind the scenes and doing all the hard work that we don't have to do. The flute was on the green pendant. So we weren't getting that. Red mail on the purple chest. And there were Poddles in Paradox Cave, Misery Mire, in the Rando Room in GT, in the Potion Shop, with the mushroom and the mushroom also in GT Rando Room. So we weren't getting any bottles.
Yeah, those bottles were. All right. We're gonna go ahead and bring them in here. And we are joined by Qirn and Pikapals. GG's to the both of you.
Yeah, GG's.
Hey, GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
So first, I want to shout out your 3-heart hammer blind.
Oh God, yeah.
That was
with my.
Jeez.
That was stupidity, because I was like, I didn't even think about the fact that it was hammer blind. Honestly, I was just like, oh, this is where this goes in the route. But and like gave first, at least got a couple of hearts. But
Oh well, it worked out, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I'll blind.
yeah, I would
you,
have rather
Pikapals.
taken that too. I thought I was galaxy braining, and I was like, now and then get the tempered sword. You don't even have to get the boots to get the do it all. And then I forgot that you need a sword to open up Turtle Rock. So,
Yep.
Oops.
yeah,
Yeah, we noticed that. And the swords were, what was really bad was the swords were right there. but you didn't have the mirror yet to get back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really unfortunate.
Yeah, rip.
But yeah, Pikapals, you were the only. It was interesting. You were the only one to pick up the boots. Qirn, you had the half magic, the blue mail, and the powder. So and the later tempered sword, since you never got the boots, so you never got the Bankrock sword.
Yeah, I was watching, and it was some interesting divergence.
I was very torn on the boots. Like, on one hand, Pod in the Hellway is really slow to get to. On the other hand, I at least routed it in with Eastern and got an extra sword early because of it. I don't know.
Yeah, having that in Swamp.
Yeah. Like, I was considering, like, after the fact, I was thinking, like, oh, maybe I should have just gone to Pod after Ibe Cave and just gotten it then, but because I think that might have been better, even with the extra trip to Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, and so I was just like, I can't take the risk. But and then when I saw you were going, I was like, oh, I should go, but I was already walking into Swamp at that point, so I was like, well, I've already lost the time.
He can't go back for boots at that point.
No.
Yeah, did make things interesting towards the end. Pikapals getting into GTO just a little bit earlier and having those boots, but kind of low health as you walked up there. And unfortunately, the Ganon death was early enough that you were able to get back in there, at least for you, to finish it off.
Yeah, I messed up the try and spin just a bit, and then missed the 1-in-1. Got greedy with some fire bats. Sometimes they just run into you.
Yes, they do. And in spoiler races where you're just not picking up that much safety, there's just not a whole lot of leeway.
Yeah, like when I was first routing up the seed, I was like, oh, purple chest has armor. Well, I kind of want that, and I'm going to get smiths anyway, so it'll be easy. Oh, we don't have the mirror when we're getting the smiths. Well, I'm not getting armor.
Yeah.
And no flute either.
Yeah. Like, at least the no flute wasn't a big deal because we were walking to Desert Next anyway, but...
Yep. Yeah, I think the blue mail that Qirn picked up, was that back of Escape?
Yeah, that's in the sewers.
Yeah.
I thought about that one, but I was tempted. I just decided to have faith it would be okay.
Yeah, I definitely did not have faith. It felt like a very low-ish % seed to me, and especially because my route was to go into Turtle Rock, very early on with Master Sword. I felt like I really wanted that, and I felt like the only way that I was going to win in this match is if I, didn't die first of all, but then also took enough risks that I could maybe cut some corners. But I felt like I was cutting enough corners, so I better grab this mail. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I was actually feeling the opposite. I was feeling like this was a super high health seed because I was going for Spike Cave at 10 minutes in, so I had 7 hearts by then.
Yeah, I love the early Spike Cave. That's pretty fun.
And then, yeah.
Did you do it without half magic, just using your health and cape?
Yep.
Oh, damn, dude.
I decided to do Hera really early to get the health and magic refill, and then had 7 hearts and cape for the Spike Cave.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, your routes it's probably the most divergent I've seen routes be of any of these spoiler races, which was really cool, by the way. Because a lot of times you'll just see either, one following the other, or sometimes you'll see, a whole lot of switching back and forth. Nah, you guys had very different routes.
Yeah, I think the seed just like lent itself to that super well because like there was a lot of different stuff you could do in whatever order, and like I was definitely second guessing myself on a lot of stuff. Like until we were almost ready to start, I was going to pick up my second bow right before fighting Ganon, but then decided to grab it so I'd have it for Harmos and Lanmo too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wondered if either one of you would have thought of that, or if you were going to think about that, because you'd already gotten the bow out of Hera, whereas Qirn was just going to finish up going Hera into GT. So we knew he was getting silvers, just wasn't going to be till late.
Yeah, my route was very centered around getting the mids very early, so I really wanted that magic refill out of Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that was a creative one. I'm still not sure. Like, you know, the boots and then and all that stuff that you could have done. I have no idea. This is one of the down. Like, if we ended up changing the tournament so that you had more than 15 minutes, like say 24 hours or all week or whatever, this would be one of the downsides. Is that like you could literally like spend, I don't know, 5 hours or more, like just looking at all these different variations. I mean, like, how do you even answer a question like, is it faster to get the boots early or earlier? Like, you have to do so much work.
Think of all maths that could happen trying to figure that
out.
Oh.
Like, even with that, like, if the flute had just been in a slightly better location than, you know, Sahasrara, I think that would really turned it around where I might not have bothered grabbing the boots because I could have just fluted to Ice Rod Cave for the Fire Rod.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the way you use those boots was getting the Fire Rod from Ice Rod Cave and then setting up the Water Walk to get over to Ice Palace. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, the Water Walk, I was lucky I remembered it was a thing. Like, I was definitely planning on running down to Ice Palace, and then as I was exiting, I was like, oh yeah, I should Water Walk down there. That'll be faster.
Yeah, because usually you're using it to avoid because you don't have flippers, and of course you had flippers.
Well, I'm jealous. I wish I had the boots. Dang it.
Man, if only you had found them.
What's that?
If only you were able to find them.
I know, yeah.
In the skip pendant pod.
Well, you know, rando's gonna rando. It's just too much variation in this mode, in this format.
Agreed. Really, the best reason for grabbing the boots is the top of GT, always. But...
Oh my god, I know. That's like really why I was jealous. God, I hate it.
God, it's so bad trying to walk through that conveyor room with the guard.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I think the gauntlet is an interesting challenge, bootsless. Like, I kind of enjoy that, but the rest of it after that just sucks so bad.
Pretty much.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to add before we start to close this thing out?
I just want to say that I am overjoyed that I am maybe almost as good as Pika. That's my takeaway.
Yes.
20 seconds is pretty darn close.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'm happy with that. I thought you were going to win me by 2 minutes at least, Pika.
Yeah, it's just... I mean, the death on Ganon definitely cost some time, but I think skipping the powder actually hurt me more than I had hoped it would. There were way too many times where I was like, oh god, I'm at like 2 hearts. I wish I had some powder right now.
Of course, Pikapals going 3-0. It's not going to get any easier for you. Qirn in the 2-1 bracket, still both of you very much in good shape to make it into the final bracket. So good luck to both of you.
Thanks.
All right, I think this is. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, this is it for what's being broadcast tonight for the spoiler tournament. Port Collector versus Days Cloud is happening. That's not being restreamed, but if you find their streams, you could probably watch them. But otherwise, tomorrow we know.
Tomorrow we have 3 2-0 matchups. Three
Yes,
good ones.
We got Hydropower versus Christos Owen at 2:15 p.m. Eastern. Then we've got Zalka Dasan versus Arier at 5:15 p.m. That's getting restreamed. And then we have Gerdo versus Asder at 8:15 p.m. This is a loaded Friday when it comes
That
to
is loaded.
like big matchups. And we have a bunch of other matchups as well happening that we probably won't be able to get restreamed, but if you're still craving some spoiler racing, you can always pull up their streams and watch them.
Yeah, but those names you mentioned, those are 6 names. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely.
I won't disagree with you. They are names.
Capital N, yeah.
So yeah, those matches 2-0, every one of them, can't miss those. Absolutely, it's gonna be a fun day.
And then this weekend we have more matches, and then after everything is in, we'll be able to shuffle up, and we'll be almost halfway through the Swiss stage, Qirn.
Oh my goodness.
Almost halfway.
That's not as far as I want it to be. So much work. Oh my god. Guys, if you're considering running your own tournament at home, I mean, I encourage you to do it,
that.
but also, yeah, but also don't. Maybe don't.
It's a lot of work.
I'll just say we'll use the words of like some person named G-Man and say be prepared for unforeseen consequences.
Yeah, exactly.
That is a really good way to put it. I will leave the link to the past stuff to you guys. I have my hands full with Super Metroid, so. Thanks, Azure. No, never. Super Metroid before a log tournament is not happening. Where's your charge beam? Where's your gravity suit? Where's your various suit? Done. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, there were ALTTP. There were a Super Metroid Z3.
Oh yeah, no, that
randomizer spoilers happening.
Oh,
And
that is a thing.
I hear those are pretty fun. One hasn't been done in a while. The site really isn't set up to do it now.
Well, that's because Aussie was winning all the matches for that. So.
Or maybe that's the real reason. I had to take the functionality out of the bot, but maybe that was for the best. Maybe I saved you all.
Okay, that's fair. Azure won several of them too, but it was pretty much dominant between the two of them. So. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you to Sinak for having me letting me join him on the commentary. Thank you to Pikapals and Qirn for putting on quite the race. Anytime you can finish, really any race 20 seconds apart, with spoiler or not, is always going to be fun. Thank you to SpeedGaming, Vince Easter for setting us up, and to Sammy Moss for doing the tracking. Definitely need to shout out the trackers. I had to try and track for about 5 minutes yesterday, and I'm bad. Like, worse than bad. I need those trackers. So definitely big shout outs to him. Make sure you do follow these runners if you're not already. And I will leave it to Sinak to close us out.
And finally, if you are interested in volunteering, hit up the Spoiler Tournament Discord. And in our announcements channel, there's a post for a form that you can fill out to volunteer. We're always looking for people to help out. So, and if you don't want to help out and you just want to follow along, join the Discord as well. We all don't bite a whole lot, so yeah, come on in and visit us. I think that's it for me.
All right, see you all for those next matches tomorrow. Going to be a good hype day tomorrow.
Oh, indeed. All right. Anyway, I have been Sinak, and I've been joined by...
Tracy already bailed out. Tracy!
Tracy!
She said goodbye. She said goodbye.
Oh. All right. Well, Tracy. All right. Have a good night, everybody.